Everyone. All right, we are live. It's a special time, so that's a new one for us. We've never streamed this early, but you know why we're doing this? Because we have a really cool person who's going to be joining us tonight, and he just happens to live in a different continent. So it's, I believe, 11:30 his time, and although it is only 5:30 my time, we had to split the difference somehow. So let's go ahead and let him in. We're going to be chatting with Cameron, Distant Dimensions, tonight. Hello, Cameron. How are you?
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going good, thanks.
Good. Oh, yes. Time zones. Yeah, that's right, Maggie. Hi, everyone. So good to see you all. We have so many friends in the chat already. Professor Hotchkiss is here. Abby, Morgan, Casey, Twiggy. Oh, Hugh is here. Hello, Hugh. Good to see you. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Oh my goodness, so many friends. Tori. Hi, Tori. Squid. Joanna. Hello. Oh, so good to see everyone. Cameron, why don't you say hi to Professor Hotchkiss?
Professor Hotchkiss. They have said it correctly.
You did it.
I knew you were going to ask me to say that.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. Nobody. Okay, one person did make a comment about it, but nobody actually sent any questions, like just saying, "Can you please say Professor Hotchkiss?" So I knew I had to fill in. All right. So, are you ready for this?
I am. I think.
Oh, how tired are you?
Not too bad.
Good.
But we'll see later.
Well, my husband was like, "How long are you going to be on?" And I was like, "Well, considering it's almost midnight his time, probably not long."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my power also goes off at, in about an hour and a half, so we'll have to try and keep it shorter. But
we can definitely do that.
If there are any questions that I don't answer, people can feel free to send them to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good. All right, so the first question that you received was, where on earth do you live? Not in a creepy way, but I know that's not a US time zone.
Yeah, so I live in South Africa, which is in the southern hemisphere, and it's 6 hours behind you, EST.
Yeah.
So
yes.
quite far.
Yeah, seriously. And then, do you... I feel so bad for this one. Do you relate to Soren because you look like him?
No, I actually... the character of Soren actually bugs me a bit, but yeah.
Yeah. I felt a little bad writing this one down. I was like, oh goodness, I sure hope he doesn't relate to Soren. And then...
Yeah, no.
Some Nancy Drew questions now. So, what feature do you think should be added to the Nancy Drew games?
Well, one that I think should be added, but they might be adding this, or it looked like they were adding it, was a more like complex diary system.
Ooh.
Which looks like that might be what they're doing from some of what we've seen.
Yeah.
So that could be cool, like where you can inspect the different items and all that stuff.
Yeah, we did see a little bit of the new diary, and it looked almost like an interactive map was part of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It looked like a whole lot of the UI might be sort of included in the diary, which would be cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Wow, can you guys hear my toddler laughing in the background? I don't know. I have a door between us, but if you guys can, it's nonstop in there. So, do you think that Nancy Drew games should have DLC or microtransactions?
Definitely not.
Thank God.
Who asked that question and why?
Jetpack did. She's asked that before.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I agree. I just think no. Just please no. And then
maybe if there was an update for Midnight in Salem where you could get more areas or something. But
Or maybe if we could just get a redo of Midnight in Salem.
Yeah, but maybe free DLC. I don't think they should go the paid DLC route.
Oh my gosh, Squid is giving us eye emojis. Oh, Squid. So do you listen to music or podcasts while you work on your projects?
I do, actually. Well, I listen to all of your streams because, because I can't make it to them,
Yeah.
which is really cool because, when you're doing art and stuff, your mind can sort of wander and you can listen to other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's really cool to do that, I think.
Oh, I'm
also,
so
I have
honored.
this. I have this thing like when I listen to something and then I look at what I've been doing, I can sort of recall what I was listening to. So in a weird way, like all of your stories and things are kind of part of the game, which is quite cool.
Oh
like
my
when
gosh.
I look at like in the room I'm busy making, like the pillar has, Liv's story of how she met her husband carved into it kind of thing. And
oh, that's so
Tori's
cool.
tea puns in the pots. So
Oh, I love that so much. That is so cool. Well, my day's been made. Oh, next round of spilling the teas will be at a different time just for Cameron. Yeah, I'll do them at 3 a.m. just for Cameron. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm super honored now. Okay, so you get to take one member of the Fellowship on a quest with you. Who are you taking and why?
Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah?
Because we all know he's the main character.
He sure is.
He helps Frodo a lot, so I think definitely Samwise.
Yeah.
Samwise or Aragorn, one of the two.
Another good choice. And you have to replace one character in the Nancy Drew games with a computer. Who and why? Potatoes, that's right.
Which computer? Like if it's Miles the memory machine?
I don't know, man. I'm just reading what people asked you.
Well, I think what's his name from Deadly Device, who in The Office?
Mason.
Yes, he's already kind of a computer, so maybe I can see Miles the memory machine taking his place.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, Miles in more games, please. Make it happen, Squib. Professor Hotchkiss says, what an adventure just hanging out with Gimli. Hysterical.
That would be interesting.
It would be. So, do you have a video game or a video game franchise that has like your favorite overall design?
Definitely, I think the Myst series.
Yeah?
Especially the second game, Riven. In my opinion, is the best puzzle game ever made. So
really, I haven't played them.
They're not for everyone. The puzzles are quite complicated, and it's a bit of a different style.
Yeah.
But Riven's world design is really good. Everything, all the puzzles integrate into the environment, which is cool.
Yeah, that was the one you were talking about. You really want like a Lego set for, right?
Yeah, I think someone made Mist Island.
Oh, that's
but I haven't seen any Riven sets.
Maybe you need to make that happen. Maybe you need to do one of those idea kits or something. Let's see, where did we leave off? Oh, if you could own any of the Nancy Drew pets, which one would you choose?
Well, Lulu would just drive me mad. Probably the wolf from
Isis.
White Wolf.
Yes. Aw, she's the goodest girl. I love Isis.
I'm definitely a dog person, so that,
Yeah, she's cute. Well, I'm glad that you've said that you're a dog person. Because, so surprisingly, that question did not come from Morgan. But we're about to hit a lot of questions that came from Morgan. And when I say a lot of questions that came from Morgan, you're gonna know which questions came from Morgan.
Are they all animal related?
They're all dog related. So
Now the problem is I haven't played Ghost Dogs.
Yeah, she's aware. And she's not gonna give it up. So you'll see when we get there. We're a few questions away, but I'm trying to like move us right along so that I don't take you into when you're gonna lose your power. So we'll get there very soon. But what is your music background, and when did you get into music composition?
I don't have much of a music background, actually.
Yeah?
I can't read music at all.
Oh, really?
Like very basic started. But yeah, I can just play the keyboard a bit by ear.
Okay.
And then I do these competitions sometimes called game jams, where you have to make a game from scratch, just a small game. And it's usually in a really small time frame, like 5 days.
Okay.
And for that you have to make everything, or you get extra points if you make everything yourself. So for one of those, I decided I would try learning how to make music, so then I could make that myself as well.
Wow.
So I did that, and yeah, on the computer, just in the DAW, which is a digital audio workstation. And yeah, sort of just did it from there. Slowly got a bit better, I think.
Wow, that's intense. Wow.
Yeah.
But seriously, talent. I mean, not everybody can play by ear for one thing, but not everybody else can just like pick stuff up like that. So, hello. Hello, buddy. You going for a walk? Oh, you're saying hi to the fish. Okay.
Come on, then.
Bye. Have a good walk. Huh?
Who said we were going to walk?
Oh, I don't know. So, if you could redesign any Nancy Drew environment, puzzle, or character, what would it be?
Environment. I really like the Curse of Blackmore Manor.
Yeah.
But I really want there to be an outside
Yes.
of Blackmore Manor.
Yes.
So if I could redesign that, I would definitely make it that there's an outside. And also there are no windows.
Yeah.
And although we've got the time of day changing, we never see the time of day changing.
Right.
So maybe that.
That makes so much sense. Oh, can you imagine how creepy the outside could have been?
Yeah, just misty with glowing eyes.
Yes, literally. Oh, do you remember how somebody kind of remade Treasure in the Royal Tower?
Oh yeah, they started.
Somebody could do that, but just give us the outside of Blackmore Manor. Instead of walking through the front door, we could go and explore the moor.
That would be really cool.
Right? Okay. You guys listen to our ideas. Yeah, it needs a spooky moor and greenhouse. That's what I'm saying. Here to learn about the environment you are building with all these teases. Ooh. Yes, we do want to know more about your game. I think we're gonna have some questions about your game pretty soon, once we get through Morgan's dog questions. There is a spooky greenhouse, kind of. Well, it's not very spooky. It's really cozy and I don't know. Maggie says, Cameron is the opposite of me. I don't use DAWs much, but written music is my second language. Wow, that's really cool. Man, you guys are all so talented. I could never. I sort of play the ukulele, but when I say sort of, I mean sort of. That's it. All right. If you could live anywhere, where would it be and why?
I'm not actually sure.
That's okay.
Can it be a fictional place?
Yeah.
Because if a fictional place, then probably the Shire.
Ooh, good choice.
Very peaceful and out of the way.
Yeah. So, what's your dream set from Legos Within Us? They specifically put the Legos with an S.
Well, my dream Lego set. I don't know. I got quite a few, but I always like the really big castle sets. And I think actually Rohan from Lord of the Rings, a really big one, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Because they've made Rivendell now, but if they made Rohan, then I'd definitely want that.
Then you would be just completely set. Everything would be golden in the world.
Exactly.
All right. So how did you get into the Nancy Drew games?
Well, actually, it's from advertising.
Really?
It was an advert, which is the only successful advert that I've ever. I've never bought anything from adverts otherwise, but it was in the back of one of my Hardy Boys books. In the back, they had an advert for Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon.
The best one.
It said featuring the Hardy Boys and everything. And I bought that physical copy. Still have it, and yeah, that's still my favorite game.
Oh, it's the best game.
It is. If you don't think so, then you're welcome to your wrong opinion.
Wait, I skipped your question with the Mean Girls reference. Yeah, I saw it. I did see it, Abby. There was a question with the Mean Girls reference. That was, if you're from South Africa, why are you white?
Okay, well, I haven't watched Mean Girls, so I wouldn't have gotten it, but...
I will tell you, it's followed up by, you can't just ask people why they're white. Oh my gosh. Wait, you missed it, which game? Oh, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. Yeah. Okay, so what inspired you to make games?
Well, a few different things, I think. I first got into 3D graphics and animation, which I was interested in for a long time. I had Finding Nemo when I was little, and I had the special 2 DVD collection, which had all the bonus features showing how they made stuff, and I really found that interesting. So I wanted to do that. But then, I think when I was around 10, I started playing around with simple 2D games. But I've always liked adventure games and puzzle-solving games, so I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Then I just went from there.
Yeah, that's really neat. Now he has to go watch me. Oh, Morgan says you have to go watch Mean Girls. Maybe tomorrow when you're awake. We'll see. I promise you.
Not sure if it's my kind of movie, but
I don't know if it's anybody's kind of movie. It's a movie. It's a fun one for sure, but oh my goodness. That is a movie that I feel like I have to watch it like by myself or with other people who also love the movie. Because if I were to watch it with somebody new or with, like, God forbid, my parents or somebody like that, I feel like it would just be so awkward. It's one of those kind of movies. All right. Are you more of an early bird or a night owl?
Definitely more of a night owl.
I hope so.
More of a night owl, but yeah, I don't know. I can't sleep during the day, but yeah.
You like stay up.
Yeah.
Do you speak multiple languages?
No, I don't. And that's coming from a country that has 11 official languages.
Yeah, I was wondering, because I was like, that's a really interesting question to ask, because there is so much going on in your country.
I understand quite a bit of Afrikaans.
Yeah.
And like a few words in Zulu, but other than that, not.
Yeah. I gotcha.
and quite a few words in Icelandic
Really?
from Nancy Drew.
Oh, I was like, where did that come from? Just went over my head. Oh, Soren. You poor guy. Ugh. Okay, get ready. Why haven't you played Dog? And does it make you sad?
I don't know if it makes me sad because I don't know what I'm missing out on yet, but
Okay.
yeah, it's just one of the ones I haven't gotten around to playing.
Yeah.
I have it on Steam, and it's actually installed at the moment, but I have to play it soon.
You do. I'm playing it next week on stream, so if you want to watch any of that, obviously on the VOD, then you might want to chop. So
Yeah, no spoilers before then.
yeah, exactly. And you can be like an expert on the game and just be like, no, Susie, you're supposed to do this first.
That's not how you do that puzzle.
Susie should be sleeping.
Oh my gosh.
No. How about
Okay,
Lulu
my
should be
redeemables
sleeping?
never cease to scare me. That one's a lot less scary than the other one, but every time you do that, Morgan, you scare me. So what other games haven't you played besides Dog?
Quite a few, actually. I think I've only played about half of them.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. But I've got quite a few of them on Steam.
Well, you need to work. Got some work to do. Wait, didn't I help you find Stay Tuned for Danger?
No, I think you helped me find Ransom of Seven Ships.
That's right. Did you ever play it?
Yeah, I did. I played the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I want to know your opinions?
It wasn't the worst, actually. It wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
Everyone makes it out to be.
It gets a really bad rep, just for a multitude of reasons. But I actually find that as a game, it's like one of the it's one of the least of my worries. You know, like as a game, there are obviously some glaring flaws.
Yeah,
but
it needs some reworking, but
yeah,
I think a very cool part about it is it does feel very big.
Yes.
There's a lot to explore.
Yeah, I loved that. The whole island, you can see the whole island, and then you can like boat around it, and you see all around I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, and the whole diving thing is cool as well.
Yeah, I did like that too. Wait a second. What are you guys talking about? Oh, you want me to have an Osusana redeemable. So that's really funny because I've heard, oh my god, I've heard the song Osusana multiple times in my life. It's an understatement. I hear it so often. So if you guys had the ability to make that happen more times in my life, I think I would just go insane. So thanks for the idea, but not happening. It's the least of my worries. Yeah, I know. Harlequide? What about the Harlequide? Oh, wait, do you guys just want us to pronounce the Harlequide? Oh my gosh. You guys have got to stop. I don't want to hear the song. I've heard it. Oh, and, no, you won't sing it for me. Did they call you Susie Q? Yeah, they called me Susie Q as well. I heard every one of them. I also got a few that weren't as flattering, so thanks for that. You guys are just hilarious tonight. So Kalina just redeemed FMK, so we're gonna play some FMK. Are you ready? Alright, so I have 3 wheels.
I'll have to look up some of the characters probably, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so
and for anyone new who's watching, this is the family-friendly version.
This is true. Oops. Alright, so which wheel would you like?
Give me 3 young eligible bachelorettes.
Bachelorettes, awesome. Where is my... Where are my lists? You guys see me struggling? Why am I struggling so much? Hold on. Hold on. You know what I'm gonna... I'm not gonna let you guys see me struggle. I'm gonna hide it. Boom. Bye. Okay. Let me get this settled. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. Woo! This page changed. And I was like, not able to find my wheels. Okay. Good God. Alright, we're ready. We're ready. Alright. That really scared me. I was like, oh my gosh. They caught me off guard. Okay. So we are giving you 3 eligible bachelorettes. And your first person. Your first person is Elka from the new game.
Okay.
And your second lady is Professor Hotchkiss. So far, so good. And your third and final lady is Deirdre Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
Man, this is a good wheel.
Now, the problem is we don't know much about Elka.
That's I know.
But, yeah, I think I'm not gonna fight Deirdre. But I'm not gonna marry Deirdre either. So I think I'll have to kiss Deirdre. I'm gonna have to fight Hotchkiss and marry Elka.
Nice. Professor Hotchkiss, are you watching this? Oh my gosh, she says, I will either feed you drumsticks or fight you with them. Your choice. Oh, wow. So Hugh had the exact same response as you.
I think that's a good answer.
Wow. This is so great. Kalina says, gasp, Elka could be a nasty culprit.
I know, but, we already know Deirdre's personality.
I know. Laura says, Elka seems like a girl you bring home to mama. Mm-hmm. There you go. Off my 2-second interpretation of her based on nothing. Literally. And Professor Hotchkiss says, on guard, and posted a drumstick.
We will have to fight on the battlements with the drumsticks.
Oh, so good. So good. Maggie wants to marry Professor Hotchkiss because she wants to live near a college campus. Oh, okay. So, of the games that you have played, which is your favorite, knowing that eventually it will be dog?
So I know who that question's from then. So, sorry, can you repeat the first part?
Oh, of the Nancy Drew games that you have played, what's your favorite?
Oh, yeah, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Yeah, that's the correct choice.
Yeah.
That's the right answer. You guys hear me?
The music, the overall feel of it, the puzzles, everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely the best one.
Thank you. Thank you. I agree. He has the right answers. Anybody who says otherwise is wrong. I would ask if your new game was inspired by dog, but you haven't played dog. Okay, next question. Is Lilo your favorite dog?
Unfortunately not. My dog's my favorite dog.
Oh. Tell us about your dog.
Oh, we've got a little sausage dog.
Oh, I love them.
Miniature as well, so she's very small.
Oh, what's her name?
Callie.
Oh, I bet she's the cutest. I already love her.
Yeah,
I
love
love little
sausage
dogs.
dogs.
Sausage dogs are awesome, but like little dogs in general,
Yeah,
I love big dogs, but the little dogs make me go, oh, he's a little, you know. Cameron looks so stressed right now. Oh, he's fine. Morgan
this is my
says,
first live stream.
you're doing
So-
fine, don't you worry. Morgan says, show us the dog. And Hugh wants a picture, and Joanna wants a picture, and Laura wants a picture.
I think she's sleeping right now, so I'll have to send just pictures.
Yeah. Maggie says we need to see the baby. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, maybe you can post one to your story or something later, or you can send one to me and I can post it to my story or something like that.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah.
Maggie says resting stressed face. You're doing fine. I don't know what they're talking about. Facing Morgan's wrath with the dog questions. Yep, that's right. Do you realize your window is closing to play dog before Morgan streams dog?
Yes, I did know that actually.
Okay, so moving on from all that, is there a live action, if there was a live action Nancy Drew, and you had to play a character, who would you play?
If it could be a crossover with the Hardy Boys, then I'd love to be Frank Hardy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. That's actually
Definitely.
who I would guess for you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So
My
take
brothers
that,
and I used
Sora
to
people.
always play games when we were little, and I was always Frank, and my younger brother was always Joe.
Oh, that's so cute. So clearly I didn't know a lot about your life because I didn't know you had a brother.
I have 2 younger brothers, yeah.
Yeah? Is that like your whole family, or do you have other siblings?
Yeah, that's all my siblings, yeah.
Okay. Nice. Do you have a day job?
Kind of.
What's your day job?
I do freelance 3D and animation and design.
That makes sense.
And then I also teach classes in the same thing.
Oh, that's super cool. Like online classes or in-person classes?
In-person classes
Wow.
to a few. Yeah.
That's super cool. Okay. See, I didn't know that about you. We're learning so much.
You learn something new every day.
I've learned many things new today. Do you plan on making your game into a series or different standalone games?
I have got ideas for it to be a series. And also, yeah, I don't know. When you're working on it, your mind sort of goes different places, like, oh, what if there was this? And you realize that can't be in this game, so it has to be in the next one.
Yeah.
So I definitely would like to make it a series, but depends on how this one does.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hopefully it can become a series, because I recall a conversation that we had, and I said that I was not confident in my voice acting for accents, and you said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll have you in another game." So
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I have an idea for one that can be set in the US.
Perfect.
And it's one that I actually haven't seen done before.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds really intriguing. So now, everybody, you all have to, when he releases his game, you all have to buy his game and support him any way you can so that we can get this really cool sounding game that I don't know what it is, but it's really vague, but it sounds really cool. All right, and then how long does it take to create a game?
Well, I've never released a full game before.
Okay.
So I guess we'll see with this one.
Yeah.
But I'm estimating, well, this one, I've been planning the story and everything already for about a year.
Okay.
And then I'm estimating about another year or 2 for final production.
That doesn't seem too bad.
yeah, hopefully next year, the end of next year, it'll be finished.
Okay, cool. Very cool. I tried to pre-order this game. Cameron called me extra. That's great. Yeah. So you've made like mini games?
Yeah, I've made small little games and different for those game jams I was talking about, which are those competitions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not really, because you only can do so much in 5 days. They're pretty short and some are sort of incomplete.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
if you'd like to play any, I do have them available for free download.
Yes.
Yeah, you can find them in the link tree.
Yes, and the link tree is linked below. So for anyone who is curious about all these projects that he's talking about, you can just scroll down ever so slightly and it's all right there. And,
yeah, it'll be on the one called itch.io.
Yes.
Is where it'll be.
Yes, awesome. So the chat is really fun right now. Kalina wants to know.
Unfortunately, I can't see the chat, but
yeah, it's fine.
You'll have to.
I'll read it to you. Don't worry. Kalina wants to know how we can support you in your work on your current project.
Well, I'm planning to do a Kickstarter.
Perfect.
But currently, I don't have anything set up where you can support me.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, when that Kickstarter comes out, I'll definitely post it everywhere.
Good. Yeah, the moment you post that, you let us know and we'll all share it and we'll all support. I'm super excited for this game. So yeah, awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome question, Kalina. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, can you redrop the name of the game? Yeah.
My game.
Yes, yours.
That I'm working on.
Yes.
It's called What Was Found at Ravenhill.
Oh, that sounds so good.
It doesn't have a website or anything, so you won't be able to find that. But I do have a newsletter.
Yes. And the newsletter is super cool. Where are we? Let's see. Wow. I'm so lost. So what has been the best part of designing your game?
I think just seeing stuff come together.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I start a scene, often I have a vague idea of what it will look like.
Yeah.
But it's almost like it builds itself in a weird way. I'm sure if there's any artists who paint and stuff, you get the same sort of idea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's that then you look at it afterwards and it's like, wow, this wasn't exactly what I originally had in mind, but yeah. I like how this turned out.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you had a favorite of your drops that you've done, of like elements that you've created, or like anything that you've made so far?
I really liked how the clock turned out.
Yeah.
That I made.
That clock's cool.
You can see on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one I wasn't sure if I would be able to make it as like dynamic as I did with the carved sides, but I think it turned out pretty cool.
It really
and
did.
There is a puzzle link. There's a puzzle link to that clock as well.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. So, can you tell us the story of how you joined the Clue Crew? Somehow without having played Dog. Oh,
well, I think before April, like a lot of people, I didn't know that there were a lot of other fans of the games.
Yeah.
I wasn't really connected to any. I had seen a few of Kalina's videos, and I had seen a few of Hugh's videos.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, not really.
Yeah.
So then when April happened and all those puzzles came out, yeah, that's when I joined the Clue Crew.
Yeah, that's the same story as a lot of us, honestly. So, let's see. What's your favorite PC game in general, knowing that it will change to Dog?
So my favorite PC game in general, is probably also still Ribbon,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No,
Not Dog.
that's fortunate. It's fine.
And I don't, if Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon doesn't beat Ribbon, in my opinion, then I'm afraid I don't think that Ghost Dogs will either.
That's yeah. So I'm with you. Last Train is the best, but some other people have other opinions. Kalina says, you played one Nancy Drew game? You are now welcome to the Clue Crew. Literally. And without knowing, what do you think the plot of Dog is?
Well, there's Ghost Dogs. I don't know. I've seen some stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think there's something about maybe a bird watcher or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe hidden treasure. Maybe a gold mine or something. I don't know. I've seen some mine shaft looking things.
Okay. You're
I don't know.
really not far off.
That's interesting.
Morgan says, now I kind of hope that you do play Dog and you find it super lame after how much she's hyped it up.
We'll see. I think it'll still be good.
Oh, it'll be good for sure. Maggie says nothing can live up to this hype. Literally. Oh, Morgan. Let's see. What? I have no idea what I wrote here. Oh! What part of your upcoming game are you most excited about?
Well, I'm excited to release a full game to begin with. But I think what I'm excited about is having another, even though I'm making it, to be able to play through it and see it done. I probably should say it's not a full 3D real-time game, which some people I think were under the impression that it was. So it's not like Midnight in Salem or Secret of the Seven Keys. It's not full-time 3D. It's like the old games where you point and click. It goes through like that.
Yeah.
But I really like that, so
yeah,
that's going to be interesting.
We all do.
Then I'm also really excited to see how everyone's characters turn out and the voices. For the main character, I've got a really good actress who I've been in contact with, and she might be in the chat at the moment, actually.
Yeah.
But her name's Mallory Flory, and she has done a really good job with what she's done for the demo of the game so far. And I'm excited for you all to hear that. So that's
I'm
gonna
so
be fun.
excited. Well, from what you've shared, I've loved. I will say. I won't say very much because I know that some things need to be secrets. But from what I've seen, everything looks stunning and everything sounds stunning.
Well, I'm glad
her voice sounds amazing.
Having that impression so early on.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So do you remember the first time that I found out they were making a game, I private messaged you and I was like, tell me all the things. And you were like, well, I can't really tell you, but here's a little something. And you told me, don't share it. And I said, okay. Well, my sister is also super into games. So I was like, Abigail, look at this. I was like, but don't tell because I was told not to share. And she was like so excited too. So it's not just me hyping this up. I know that there are other people out there who don't actually even know Cameron in real life who think that this looks awesome. So that was a little secret. I'm sorry, Cameron, I shared your thing, but
no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Your sister's also a little bit into game development, which is cool.
Yes, she is. She does not do her own art like you do, but she does all the coding herself, which is pretty cool.
That's super cool. Yeah, I kind of don't do that much coding. I don't know any coding languages.
Yeah.
I just do the visual logic stuff.
Which is still amazing. It's just like it's like two sides of the same amazing coin.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's not the part I enjoy most. Definitely enjoy the modeling side of it more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, you're super good at it.
Thanks.
Let's see, where are we? What are the chances Morgan can design an Easter egg for your game?
Yeah, I think we could do that.
There you
To
go.
design something.
Morgan, I hope you're listening.
I think we had talked about maybe having an Easter egg of a song or something in there that she can sing.
Oh, that would be so cool.
On a radio or something.
Oh,
That would be fun to find.
That would be fun to find. It would be fun to find like a Lilo in there as well. That would be cool. Just saying.
Yeah.
And then, will there be jump scares in your game?
No, I don't think it's not as spooky. I think some people thought it was quite spooky from the cover art, but it's not going to be very spooky. Maybe there's going to be one or two things.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
maybe more stuff that might just surprise you, kind of like Ethel, but not like a ghost jump scare.
Yes. That's totally acceptable. I love that. I'm not a huge like horror game person, so I really appreciate that this isn't going to like scare the wits out of me. So
yeah, I'm also not a horror game person.
Yeah. It's not the best. So Laura wants to know if there's anything that you're bad at.
Yeah, I'm bad at quite a few things.
Hi, fish.
Hi, fish.
They have to help.
Yeah.
Good help.
Oh, you don't need to help. He's already
Alright, let's go. Come
already
on.
had his dinner.
Come on.
Yeah.
The mom.
Yeah, Fishy already had his dinner. I love you.
Yeah, no, I think
Come on. Let's go.
I'm not the best at like actual physical art
Yeah.
drawing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like sort of my thing. And then Kalina wants to know if you need a puzzle designer.
I've got quite a few puzzle ideas, but that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Not sure what I could pay you, but that would be very cool.
Yeah. Kalina wants a kiddo cam. Yeah, he is pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. He's the cutest. And then... But he has left the room now, so I'm sorry. Liv thinks that you and Mr. Beat could collaborate. He's good at coding and wants to design a game.
Well, that would be fun.
That would
You
be
must
fun.
send me some ideas.
Yeah, go for it. Alright, where did we leave off? So what dev tool or engine do you use to build your game?
So I use quite a few different tools for different things.
Okay.
For the modeling side of it, I use Blender. And then for like graphics and stuff, I mostly use Inkscape to draw it in.
Mm-hmm.
Then a few different programs. There's a different one for the characters. And then I bring them into Blender. And then everything, the engine of the game at the moment is called Visionaire Studio, which is made for point and click games. It's more made for third person point and click games. But it's going to work for this one, I think.
Cool.
So far, everything's worked out. It's got the dialogue built in, so that's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. Is all the art yours?
Of the 3D stuff, so far, I'd say 90% of it is mine.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit that one of my friends did for me,
Mm-hmm.
but he's got a job now, so he hasn't done much more on that.
Yeah.
And then one or two background props are just free open source props that I found, mostly for like plants and stuff,
Yeah.
where it's very generic.
Yeah. Like who needs to
Yeah.
waste your time doing that? Yeah.
Yeah, why make another fern when someone else has made a fern already?
Exactly.
But for most of the props, I want to do it myself because it sort of gets its own unique feel.
Mm-hmm. That's super cool. What other types of games do you play? And like what do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, build Lego.
Yeah.
Other types of games, I play lots of different types of games actually. Yeah, I play some survival games, some third-person adventure games. My favorite kind of games are probably still puzzle, point-and-click adventure games, but I like all sorts of different games for different reasons. And then I also really like board games. Got quite a few cool ones of those.
Always fun. Always fun. What is the hardest thing to render when you're making a game?
Hardest thing to render or make? Well, the hardest thing probably is anything more organic shaped.
Okay.
So like that clock that I made, the sides of it are like smooth and carved and rounded. It's very easy to do square stuff in 3D. But the more organic shaped things, that's also why I'm using a separate program to build the characters, because modeling a human from scratch is like the hardest thing to do.
Sounds so hard. Yeah.
It's basically the same as drawing.
Yeah.
If you can draw something with straight lines and a ruler, much easier compared to organic shapes.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Laura would like board game suggestions.
Well, there are these really cool games. It's a series of games called Tiny Epic Games, and they come in really small boxes, but they unpack and they use cards as the board. So they're actually full-size games.
Oh, that's cool.
They're very cool strategy games. You must look some of them up.
Yeah.
I'd say my favorite is probably Tiny Epic Quests. And because your little characters get different weapons you can clip into their hands, so it's sort of almost an RPG, but it's still a strategy game.
Oh, that's so cool! Wow, that sounds like
fun. And all of them have single player option as well, which is really cool.
That's super cool. Okay. Laura's played Tiny Epic Western.
Yeah, I have that one. That one's cool.
Nice. I had never heard of those. I'm going to have to try those. I love board games.
Definitely.
So would you ever want to be a game developer or an animator for Her Interactive?
That would be very cool. That would be actually kind of like a dream come true.
Oh, really?
But yeah. I don't use Unity much, which is what they're using at the moment. I have used it once or twice. But in terms of modeling and stuff, I'd definitely love to do something like that.
Are you guys listening? So those of you who currently work for Her Interactive, or formerly worked for Her Interactive, hook a homeboy up. So what got you into animation?
Well, it's the same thing as what I mentioned before with Finding Nemo and...
Oh, that's right. We already asked that one.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Well, I think the other one was game development, but they're both linked.
You're right. They're linked. Is there a Nancy Drew character that you find the most relatable?
Probably the wolf. Because I think I can seem quite stern, maybe.
Yeah.
But then once you get to know me, I'm more friendly.
Oh.
So maybe the wolf.
Do you also take large lists of orders?
I don't know. Maybe sometimes from clients.
But literally. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, petition for Cameron to help make game 35. Yes, let's go.
That would be very, very cool.
Kalina says, sorry, can't help much there. Leadership picks their team. Oh, man. Oh, well. It's okay. Squid's here. Squid says, if it were up to me, I would hire everyone. That would be cool. So, what kind of computer do you use for your game design?
Well, actually, at the moment, I just have an oldish laptop.
Really?
It's not the best, but it's not the worst either.
I
But
mean, that's like...
yeah, the reason I'm doing the point and click style rather than a full 3D one, real-time 3D, is also hardware limitations. But I think that's also good because not everyone has a gaming computer, so
Yeah.
if it can run on theirs, that's even better.
That is so true. That is so true, because that's a problem that we had with Midnight in Salem, was a lot of people, like, couldn't play it well. I mean, I have a pretty new laptop, so, like, it was fine for me, but I still only have just, like, a laptop. But, a lot of people were not so lucky. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yours
Like,
is better.
also, putting the quality settings down doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
So if you can experience it on good quality, it's much nicer.
Yeah. Oh, Coco and Chamomile says, not sure how Unity will be used in the future considering the recent controversy and all that, but hopefully it won't impact Game 35 too much. Yeah. We will see how that goes. Oh. Unity has clarified that they're only imposing fees when games get above 200k, but I think they'll probably get more backlash. Man.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm not sure all the sort of processes or what Here Interactive's pipeline is, but I doubt the Unity stuff will affect
You think?
what's happening at the moment.
Yeah.
Because people are sort of suggesting, couldn't they just move the whole game over to a different engine? But it's not that simple. That would probably cost more in the immediate than would be worth it.
Yeah.
So I highly doubt they would do that.
Yeah. Squid's in the chat struggling, so who knows? We'll see in the future. Cameron, did you already reveal the first Nancy Drew game that you played? I might have missed that. Oh.
Yeah, that was Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Yeah. Okay, so we are almost through questions, and we're only at an hour, and I'm so proud because we still have a little time. I'm so sorry that I've been going like zippy zoom, you guys, but
That's
he only
fine.
has a little time, so...
Yeah, we have 30 minutes left.
Yeah. Let's see. If you could be fully funded, what is the dream game you'd make?
If I could be fully funded, then I probably, because I'd be able to upgrade my software, my hardware
Yeah.
and everything, I'd probably get a much more powerful computer. And my dream game would be creating something like an open world RPG, but where it's like really massive and like a sort of Lord of the Rings style RPG game.
That would be so cool. Well,
Yeah.
we need to get you fully funded. That's what we need to do. Which Nancy Drew game is your aesthetic?
I don't know if I have much of an aesthetic. Well, I guess whatever looks sort of like this. I don't know.
Nobody say Soren, please.
I don't know. I like older looking stuff,
Mhm.
but not too old. Maybe more of I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of the games have quite what I like the look of.
Yeah.
I
Well,
haven't played all of them.
you just say Last Train and move on, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah.
All right, Laura just redeemed FMK. It is time. All right, so let's get you some more ladies. All right, so your first girl is Joanna Riggs. Do you know who Joanna Riggs is?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look up.
If you want, I could just give you another.
Well,
up to
you
you.
can see what comes up.
Yeah.
Is it a Fern character?
So, Joanna was in Secret of the Scarlet Hand. I wasn't sure if you'd play that one. Oh, you probably know this one. Ellie York from Deadly Device. And finally, let's see, Fatima.
Don't even really know what Fatima looks like under there.
I know. Did you want another one, or did you want to go with Joanna?
I'll go with this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so who was the middle person again?
Oh, Ellie York from Deadly Device.
Okay. Well, I have to read the bio of this character quickly.
Oh my gosh, not Fatima.
I can see by the quotes. Maybe I can try and tell from the quotes what their personality's like.
Gotta
Okay,
go
well, I
personality
think-
only for Fatima. Yeah, seriously.
I think I'm gonna fight Fatima. I'll marry Joanna Riggs, and who was the last one? Oh yes, Ellie.
Yeah.
I'll kiss Ellie.
There you go. That's a pretty good lineup right there.
Maybe I'm totally wrong about this character, but
No, you're. I mean, it's an opinion, so. Aw, so great. Fatima's a romantic, though. She loves Charlene Purcell. But a lot of people are agreeing with you. That's pretty great. Okay, where was I? Oh, I was almost at the end of this. So did you write your own game script?
yeah. Well, it's not a full script yet. I've got most of the story, the basics worked out. I haven't got all the lines of all the characters written down. But I actually used quite a cool online free tool.
Oh.
Can't remember what it's called right now, but it's actually made for like keeping track of RPG characters.
Yeah.
But then it's almost like a wiki page that you can create.
That's
So I put all like the characters' descriptions in there and the different timelines of events that happen, how everything's linked, because then you can create like hyperlinks between characters and their relationships and everything. So that's really cool.
That's really cool. Wow. Oh. I'm sorry, you're right. Two people redeemed FMK. I was supposed to make you do it twice. My bad. Alright, haha, just kidding. You're not getting more questions, you're getting more FMK. Let's see. Okay. So Heather from Danger by Design.
I actually haven't played Danger by Design either.
Okay. Oh, you got another one from Deadly Device. You get Ryan from Deadly Device. Oh, and in the chat, people want to know if it's Campfire or Notion that you were using?
No, I can try find it quickly.
It's up to you. And then... let's see. And Rachel from Waverly.
I think it's Kanka with
okay.
K's. Yeah.
Never heard of that. There you go. Everyone marries Ryan immediately. Yeah, everybody loves Ryan. Alright, so wait, who were our people? Got distracted. Okay, so Heather from Danger by Design, Ryan from Deadly Device, and Rachel from Waverly Academy. Have you played any of those games?
I've played the Deadly Device.
Okay, awesome. Let's give you two more then. So Ryan.
She's pretty cool.
She is pretty
But
cool.
She's a bit, I don't know, a bit wild for me. Maybe.
So Yumi from Shadows at the Water's Edge. And Lena from Shattered Medallion. There you go. How about
I
those?
haven't played Shattered Medallion either.
Dude, you gotta work.
Picking all the ones I haven't played.
I know. Well, you know what? This is completely randomized, so I really have no control here. Have you played Tomb of the Lost Queen?
No,
Ah,
that's actually. I have got that one downloaded though.
oh, you gotta play that one. I love that one. George Payne.
There we go.
All right, so Ryan, Yumi,
Okay,
George.
So we've got Ryan, George, and who was the last one?
Yumi.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
So I think I'm gonna. I'm going to. I'm going to fight Yumi. I'll kiss Ryan and marry George, I think.
George is pretty great. Yeah, they are all good options, I know. Marrying George. Nice. Wait, you changed it? Yeah, I did change it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it easier for him because he's played only like half the games. Alright, so. So how much time do you dedicate to game development?
It depends on what other stuff I'm working on. This year I've been able to do quite a bit.
Yeah.
Last year I had a very big freelance project that I couldn't work on the game development stuff much at all. But this year's been pretty good for that.
Yeah. That's good. So you're gonna hate this one. Say Legos one time for Lilo.
Just because it's for Lilo, I'll say Legos.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. It's Legos. Oh man, anybody who doesn't know the inside joke of the Clue Crew Discord is gonna be like, why are they doing this?
Basically, all you need to know is if you say Legos instead of Lego when it's multiple Lego bricks, then you are wrong.
But then if you're in the Clue Crew planning committee, not only is it not wrong, it's encouraged.
No, but you see, do you say sheeps or fishes?
No.
It's the same as that.
I know. I truly, for me, it started because I just really like making fun of you. And then you just happened to be lumped in there too. It was just like a 2-for-1 deal, so... Okay, so last couple questions. We've only got a little bit of time left. Joanna wants to know what she should look forward to about 23.
Well, it's not too bad. But I don't know. 23, I've not been 23 for very long.
No,
So I can't really tell you. But it's pretty great so far.
Good. Oh, I'm so glad. It's been like, what, 2 weeks?
Maybe you can shed more light on the subject. You're a
Listen,
bit past that.
it's been so long since I've been 23. I don't even... Wait, yes, I do remember. I got married at 23. I got married pretty young.
It's a pretty big number for you.
Yeah. Yes, it was pretty big for me. So that was 4 years ago? 4.5 years. It was 4.5 years ago. So I'm old. Not really. For those of you who don't want to do the math, I'm 27. So, why do you have such a hard time saying my name? It makes me sad inside. Drumstick emoji. Guess who that's from?
I think, I don't know. I don't usually actually. It was
Yeah.
just when I was trying to record that video for some reason, it was like a tongue twister.
Oh, phenomenal video, by the way.
Well, thanks.
So good. 23 Parte, that's right. Because another of your fellow infants is Hugh, who is in the chat as well right now. Maggie says,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
so
all
old.
pretty close, actually.
Yeah, those
Pretty
of us
close in
who
age.
are, yeah, you guys are, oh my gosh. Those of us who are in our late 20s, early 30s, and above, we're all feeling pretty old right now. You got married at 26, which was perfectly statistical average at the time. That's right, yeah. I actually would say that most of my brides are in their 30s. So,
That's interesting.
yeah. So when I get somebody who was born in the 2000s, I'm like, oh my god, a child bride. Infants. Yes, I know. Married at 24, but now I'm literally 30. Rude of me. Oh my gosh. I am so not meaning to call us all out for being old. The older you get, the more 18 to 20-year-olds look like literal babies. It's so true. I had a 20-year-old bride, and I was like, "You're just a little one." Oh, Jessica, you're back. Hello. Good to see you. You're officially a baby? Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so last questions. We have a couple questions from Squid coming up, so I know that that's going to be super fun. Let's see. So, from a game dev standpoint, if you could remaster or help remaster any of the older games, which would you pick and why?
Well, I think there are a few that could use a remaster. I really like, I think especially the Haunted Carousel.
Ooh.
I recently played that for the first time, and it felt a lot smaller than I would have liked. Like, they tell you to go investigate the roller coaster, and then you go in there and you walk in, you pick up a pencil. That's pretty much all you investigate. So I'd like to be able to maybe repair something with the roller coaster, ride the roller coaster, get to see more, like maybe a bigger haunted house.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. I think the environment could be much bigger in there. It'd be much more entertaining.
Yeah.
It was a pretty short game as well.
Yeah, it's a really easy one. I've seen a lot of people recommend that game as a good one to start, like, children with, because it's a very, like, small, compact, like, easier game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Some of the
It's a
puzzles
great
are a bit tricky though, but
Yeah.
on a whole.
Yeah. Not play Barnacle Blast ever again. Abby, did you know you can just skip it? Just skip
Where
it.
you can.
Yeah, you can. So, okay. So I might get canceled by Her Interactive for saying this, but you can use the developers menu to skip that puzzle. So and it's so easy. All you have to do is you go into the developers menu, which for those of you who don't know is on your keyboard you press Control-Shift-Tab-C. So go into the developers menu and go to your inventory tab, and then in your inventory just select the token that you need from playing Barnacle Blast, and then push save and then exit, and it shows up in your inventory and you never have to play that game. So you're welcome.
That game, actually, that mini game wasn't the worst for me. Like, I'd heard lots of people talking about it. There were memes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I finished that in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I actually
first
like it too. I like it too. There was a game that I played when I was a little kid. We had, when I was a little kid and you were probably a baby, I had these games that were like 100, 300 games on one disc. and one of the games, actually multiple of the games, were basically Barnacle Blast, where you had to like move the little thing. So I was trained from like 6 years old onwards to play that game.
Yeah,
So
I also had a few of those.
it's not a big deal for me.
I
Yeah.
think it was originally Atari Breakout was the first. It was like a really old one.
Yeah. Yeah. So this means I can play car when my husband is out of the house now. He's my Barnacle Blast helper. That's great. All right. So Squid also wants to know, when's your release date?
Well, haven't got anything planned. I don't know when the exact release date would be.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the end of next year or the beginning of the year following.
Yeah.
But I will hopefully have a demo out soon.
Yeah. That would be so fun. I can't wait to see that. Also, I will definitely be sharing this particular question on my story once we're done here, because I just want you guys to see how she wrote it. It was just really great. And then she wants to know, okay, JK, but FMK with the 3 characters we've revealed so far for Game 34, Radek, Elka, and Oscar.
Okay. Well, marry Elka again.
She's pretty cute.
Kiss Radek on the cheek and fight Oscar.
There you go. Oh my gosh. And then the last question of the night is, would you show us your favorite thing on your portfolio?
My favorite thing on my portfolio. Well, I think actually, like, is that one thing? Because my favorite piece of portfolio at the moment is the showreel I put out.
Oh, really?
But other than that, if it has to be like just one specific thing, I really like the scene that I did of the Nancy Drew stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause I got to do a lot of little details, so that was really fun.
That was so freaking epic. You feel like Oscar
But
would kick your
otherwise-
butt? Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of world design stuff,
Mhm.
I think
Oh, we lost him. Oops, my bad. Okay, so you know what happened? We went too long and he lost his power. No, so we'll never know the answer to that question. But I will get it from him and I'll post it to my story. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And nope, you know what? He's back. I'm kidding. Hey.
yeah, sorry, no. I tried to open a new tab to open my portfolio and I didn't realize that for some reason it minimizes this one.
No! Okay. That's okay. I was like, oh no, we went too long
But
and he
yeah.
lost his power.
No, we've got 10 minutes.
Oh, excellent. Okay. I was like, man, my cock was a little off, but it's okay. Oh, everyone is like screaming in the chat. There he is. Oh, good.
False
Okay,
alarm.
so yeah, seriously. Hugh says, there he is, the big man. All right, so what were you wanting to show us?
No, I was going to say, if you go to my ArtStation link on my link tree,
Okay.
one of my favorite things in terms of world design is the stuff I did for a game I was making called Seclusion,
Oh, okay.
which, yeah, I still hope to finish that game one day, but it's a full real-time one, so I'll need a better computer first.
Yeah.
But it's more like the Myst games in a way.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. All right. All right. Well, look at that. We actually do have a few minutes left. So, you were getting your grocery order and you missed something. Yeah, he just disappeared for a moment. I thought it was worse than it was. Still not as bad as how many times you disappeared, Liv. All right. So, dude, thank you so much for joining me. And what time is it where you are right now?
It is 8 minutes till 1 a.m.
Oh, so what is your plan when you get off with us?
I don't know. I'll see. I'll try and fall asleep, I guess.
Sounds good. All right, so thank you so much for joining us. And do you have
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, of course. Of
It
course.
was fun.
Absolutely. I was so determined to have you. I was like, I will do a daytime stream. I will do a special day, whatever you need. But
Yeah, well, thank you for organizing the time.
of course, yeah. Literally anytime if you ever want to come back, I will do whatever time you need. So, do you have any parting words for our viewers and listeners?
Well, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep now.
Sounds good. All right. Well, have a good night, Cameron, and thank you so much for joining us. And everyone, be sure to join me next week as I am having Kalina on stream. It's going to be so freaking fun to chat with her and get to know her a little better. I mean, we've all known her pretty well for a long time now, but this is going to be great. I mean, we're gonna chat about all kinds of stuff, and definitely not going to be breaking any NDAs. That's not happening. But
I was gonna say, if you still had the traveling question, I was gonna ask if the traveling question is allowed to break NDA.
well, you know what? I'll allow it. But no, so we're gonna make sure that we're being very respectful of NDAs when any people with NDAs come on. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone, and I will see you next week.